good, everybody? Welcome to the Groovy Mono Show. I'm Groovy Mono, and we're bringing you the hottest takes, spicy debates, and cultural highlights. Today, we've got the one and only Mr. Babalola Opeyemi in the building. He is the founder of Webber Engineering Nigeria Limited. He's a man that's very, very passionate about the growth of basketball in Nigeria, and he is here to share his story. I'm excited. Mr. Babalola, how you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
First of all, let me dap you because you're looking like a man in shape and in form. Looking all good. How you doing? How's it been?
Oh, good. So far, so good. Yeah.
Wonderful. So I read up about you. You study mechanical engineering, if I'm correct. Awesome. Now, that's not an easy course, by the way. For those of you that know, that's not an easy course. But also, I read up that in the course of that, you went from pretty much mechanical engineering to sports engineering, and that kind of now led to Webber Engineering Nigeria Limited. So, can you just tell us, take us back a bit? Let us know what's the origin story behind that.
Yeah. So, I started back in 1998 to study mechanical engineering at the University of Ilorin.
How old was I back then?
Yeah, and
I was like 3 years old.
Awesome. I graduated from the Department of Mechanical Engineering and went on to work in a couple of oil and gas firms, and then did a master's in subsea engineering after a while at the University of Aberdeen in Scotland, and I went to various locations to work, like Scotland and Angola. However, I never left basketball. Basketball never left me. I was always still in the space of basketball, either as a player or doing something, creating something of value in this space. And finally in 2015, I decided to come back home to start Webber Engineering. Webber Engineering is a company that is into the production of sport-related equipment and infrastructure. So that was pretty much how everything transcended. So we leveraged on the design and engineering skill that I acquired from the oil and gas industry, from designing subsea equipment, and then we started using that to also design basketball hoops and other sport equipment. So it was pretty much from oil and gas to sports. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's a very interesting transition. But like you said, basketball has always been in your life.
Yeah.
What would you say are your early basketball inspirations? In that regard.
My earliest basketball inspiration came from watching Akeem Olajuwon back in the day when he was in Houston College, and it always struck me at that time that a Nigerian was making impact abroad, and we used to watch that in black and white, if I remember very well, and the number 34 had always been in my face ever since then.
Wow.
And it will amaze you that years later, I was fortunate to be gifted shoes, ethnic basketball shoes from the Dream himself.
From the Dream, Hakeem the Dream.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And really that inspired me as well.
Okay, that's amazing. That's actually amazing. Speaking of your company, can you tell me about any particular obstacles that you've been able to overcome? Since the inception of this business, and how you've been able to come through that.
A lot of obstacles. We encounter challenges in the business every day, and we look forward to solutions. We buffer solutions to move on. A lot of the challenges still linger, though. Like we don't rely on the power grid to run our business because it's not reliable. We have computer numeric control machines that run on three-phase power source, and we don't normally get that from the power grid. So that's a major one. The other ones are bad roads. We have to travel to deliver our equipment across the country, and each and every time there's always a logistic issue with regards to the vehicle breaking down sometimes, and that also we always find a way around it. The other ones are minor though, but the major one in the beginning was actually the knowledge transfer. I had to break this down to my guys and let them understand, the vision, and also see the need to buy into, what we're doing. And I'm so grateful to God that this was really acquired fast. I must praise the learning spirit of Nigerians, because I've been across Africa a little, and I know how it is in some other African countries. In Nigeria, it's way different. People are eager to learn. People are eager to do something productive, and I think it's now high time for the government to look into the area of sports to make it more of a business than what we currently see today. I mean, people tend to look at sports as a giving back kind of ecosystem, or they see it more like something for the less privileged. It's really sad, that we still haven't appreciated the value of running sports as a business in Africa generally, and it's a multi-billion-dollar industry. Yeah.
Would you say that was pretty much what inspired you making that choice? That, you know what, I want to pretty much be the pioneer, or if not one of the pioneers of sports engineering in Africa? Would you say there was?
To be honest, it wasn't the money, and I have proofs. 30 years ago, my stepmother traveled down to Nigeria from Copenhagen. My stepmother is actually from Denmark. Okay. And she asked me, what would you like me to buy for you? And I said, just buy me any NBA replica jersey. And she bought Chris Webber. Chris Webber was playing for Golden State Warriors at that time. And, that's where the name
came from. That's where the name came from. Exactly. I was waiting for you to land there. I was
that's where the name
let me hold off first.
However, she gave me $20 when she arrived, and that $20 is what I used to fabricate the first basketball hoop.
Wow.
That I made. Everyone in the house got $20, but I can't remember what they used their own money for. I probably don't even think they would remember what they used their money for today. But that was what I used mine for.
Yeah.
I went to my dad's welder's workshop.
Yeah.
We fabricated the hoop. I gave them the concept and everything. And years went by. It dawned on me that nobody's doing this in Africa. I'm not even talking about Nigeria now.
Yeah.
Nobody's doing this in Africa. Like, this is a multi-billion-dollar business.
And nobody's tapping in.
Yeah. How can I, see a way to mend, the gaps and fill in the gap and all of that? However, I didn't have the resource to do that for many years. I didn't even have the technical know-how, even though I'd read so much about mechanical engineering from school. It was after much I'd left the uni that I began to use softwares that I could use to design this equipment. 3D modeling softwares. I had exposure to a ton of them, in the oil and gas, and that really was where the inspiration the vision began to be more clearer. So right now we've been able to deploy our equipment in 14 African countries so far.
That is amazing.
As I speak with you tomorrow, we are going to Ghana. Oh yeah.
So is that's making it 50? Oh.
No.
We've done that already.
This is like our second trip to Ghana.
Okay.
Yeah. So tomorrow we're off to Ghana with 4 hoops. We've done Senegal, Kenya, South Sudan, Cameroon, Niger, Burkina Faso, name it. And I must really give a lot of credit to foundations like the Giant of Africa for believing in us. The likes of Lodeng Foundation as well, the MBA Africa, and also there's this guy who played for Chicago Bulls. I always struggle to Joachim Noah. His foundation too has really worked with us a couple of times to deploy OOPS in Cameroon. So I mean, we're really very grateful to them.
All right. That's really awesome. So I mean, speaking on the science of the sport, right? How do you stay updated with the latest developments in sports engineering, and what resources would you recommend for others in the field?
Oh yeah, so no man is an island. Like I always like to say, you look around you, and you always find out what your competitors are doing. The hoops of today are not the same type they used to make back in the 70s. And the ones that they made in the 80s are not what... in fact, the ones the likes of the Michael Jordan era played on, are not as fashionable as the ones that, the Steph Currys and the LeBrons are playing with now. So you can see that technology has really evolved sports in a way that it's giving rise to better performance, and it's giving rise to better content and less of injuries and the likes. So we as a company tend to move with the tide of new latest inventions and see how we can stay up on that. And generally, just looking around you, seeing what things you can do to adapt the situation to your own local environment. So, for instance, not everybody will be able to afford a $20,000 or $18,000 hoop. Are there ways by which we can improvise what materials are available that we can leverage on without compromising quality?
Still making the game exciting.
Exactly. So those are the kind of things, solutions we provide. Yeah.
Okay. And I think so far so good. When you present those options, it now depends on the company or the body to say, okay, this is what we can be able to afford, but at the same time we'll still be able to make a good experience for you.
Yeah, and the most important thing again is we are always available for maintenance. So
you do maintenance as well?
Yeah, we do maintenance, and so far so good. Our earliest hoops are now 10 years old.
Wow.
Yeah, so and they are still.
What was the first one in Nigeria? Can you remember?
So the first one that we made was installed at the National Institute for Sports at the National Stadium in Surulere.
Wow.
I served there, and I wanted to prove a point, because at the time we installed that hoop, the hoops that were existing there were the ones that were installed back in the 70s, even before I was born. And I wanted to prove it to the likes of Oliver B. Johnson. He's a very popular legend in basketball in Nigeria. The coach used to be the coach at ABU. And I wanted to prove to guys like that we can make it. Our generation can, change things and make impact. And I'm very happy we did at that time. It was for free. That was in 2015. Yeah.
It's still active till now.
Oh yeah.
Still active. Would you say that the game right now is much more easier compared to then? I mean, when you talk about the Jordan era,
globally the game is more easier compared to the era of the likes of Michael Jordan. And there's a lot of reason behind this. People want more of entertainment now, and also you want longevity. You don't want players breaking each other's neck and having to sit out games and all of that. So I think that there's been a lot of behind the scene
work
policies on that.
Okay, awesome. What role do you think mentorship plays in the success of entrepreneurs and business leaders, and how have you mentored others in your career?
Oh yeah, there's it's a big role that mentorship, offers for people in the career. And I've been blessed to have been mentored by a lot of people, both in sports and engineering.
Okay.
And I have also, in the same vein, transferred knowledge and mentorship to a whole lot of other people in the area of design of basketball equipment, and also in the area of the business itself, because you have to look at business in Nigeria from a whole lot of angles, especially people coming from the diaspora. You have to structure your business, the way you plan things, the way you run the business, the obstacles, and a whole lot of other things. I have had to share knowledge on with people who also decided to jackpot like myself.
Okay, that's good. How do you manage your time and your workload? As the CEO and the founder of Webber Engineering, do you get into any hobbies? What do you do? How do you basically create that schedule to make sure that you're everywhere? Because you could be in Ghana today, tomorrow you're in this, you're in this, you're in that, and then you still have things back home. How do you work around that?
Yeah, so I always had to think about my health first, and for that reason I start my everyday by taking a 30-minute walk, and retiring back home to then engage with the family before going to work. I've had to now cultivate this and make it a culture, because back in 2018 I had a spine surgery. Yeah, so it's only by the grace of God that I'm seated here today.
Well, God is good. God is good all the time. All the time.
What the doctors told me, was really going to be worse than this. I was given a 50-50 chance of not being a quadriplegic.
Was that a work incident?
No, it was just still basketball.
Playing?
Oh, yeah. Over the years, I received a lot of impact. Which had adverse effect on my cervical and lumbar spine, and I had a couple of disc herniations, and like 5 different levels. But at the time, I didn't take it so serious until 2018, when I had to go see a neurosurgeon, and he advised I do an MRI, and realized there was a disc herniation on my C3, C4 cervical spine, which needed an operation. So ever since then, I've had to cultivate a good eating habit and also work ethic, exercise-wise.
Okay. Yeah, see, look at you now. Yeah, you look like a movie. You look like a superhero at this point. So yeah, I think it's always good to have that balance of just taking our time to relax. What kind of music do you normally get into?
Well,
you want to cool down?
I like Christian music.
Okay.
I was a church boy, church rat growing up.
Well, did you play like the piano?
I played keyboard. Yeah.
You still play? You still got it?
I have one at home. I play the drum set. I play the trumpet.
Only you?
Oh yeah. I grew up in the church, and I was a member of the Boys Brigade.
Wow.
Yeah, so I did pretty much everything from commanding color party to parade to playing with the band. It all helped, because when I went for NYC, I was the overall parade commander. And also I was the Mr. Macho of Lagos that very year. So all of these things that you learn while, growing up, there's a way they all add up.
Yeah. Building that. So not be today, basically.
No.
We've been on this.
It's been a long time coming.
That's good. That's exciting. That's good to know. What are some of the common misconceptions you hear about sports engineering or basketball in Nigeria? And how would you like to address that?
Well, like I said, earlier, that a lot of people tend to think about sports as some sector or area for the less privileged of society. A lot of people don't understand the value in the sports aside from just being a player.
Yeah.
I don't play basketball anymore. I can't even hardly do a layup. But the bulk of revenue that my company generates on a monthly basis is from basketball. We rent out basketball equipment. We rent out floors, hoops, and we sell them as well. We have a dunk team that performs at events that also generates revenue, and there's a whole lot of discipline that you can convert into business that will create areas of value in sports. A lot of people are not seeing that. They are only seeing positions of administration as the only money-making avenue in sports. It's absolutely a wrong mindset. And a lot of old players, people who've passed their prime in sports, tend to want to just move into coaching. Yeah, coaching is good. We can leverage on your experience, but that's not the only avenue. We have had people who have gone into sports physiotherapy, sports medicine. Generally, they are all. Media, like what you're doing right now. With time, the viewership will grow.
Lending a voice,
becomes
exactly.
like a ESPN kind of thing.
Yeah.
Who knows? That's a whole business opportunity that we haven't started in Africa.
Yeah, you're actually right. Speaking of the ball itself, it's right here in front of us.
Yeah.
It looks beautiful, by the way.
Thank you.
So this one is called what? What's this one called?
This is the Terrain Adapt.
Okay.
Yeah, it's one of the 2 balls which we currently have in the market. It was designed here in Nigeria, but we ship them in. We manufacture them in China. We ship them in from China. But we designed it. We were very intentional with what we wanted in terms of the grip, in terms of the surrounding challenges we see our players down here experience, sweaty hands and all of that. So we put in all that into the kind of material we specified for the balls. So we're very happy with the
reviews and everything. And you said you have another one. What's the other one called?
Yeah, that's the Grip Freak.
Grip Freak.
Yeah, Grip Freak.
That's an interesting name.
Oh yeah.
Like Greek, almost like Greek freak. Greek freak. So which one do you find which one do you find consumers more interested in?
The Grip Freak, because it's more affordable. However, it's also very good with the texture.
Yeah.
The grip is very, very excellent. And this one, the Terrain Adapt, is more for the professional, the elite guys. And it's a replica of the exact game ball of the Chinese Basketball League.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's a high-end basketball. And it's more expensive than the Grip Freak.
Yeah.
But however, the Grip Freak also, it's a very good product.
Okay. Maybe when we're done with this interview, we can shoot some hoops.
Oh yeah, sure.
You said you can't do lawyers, but at least you can still hit those, you can still hit that point.
That's true.
Yeah, exactly. We're active. We're still active. So how do you balance the business and the creative aspects of Webber engineering? And what advice would you give to others that are looking to start their own business?
So I've got a team of content creators who manage the aspect of the business with regards to what you see out there,
social media,
content, social media, and all of that. And they're doing an amazing job. However, we've had to evolve over time from what we used to do back in the days to where we are right now. So the value has really grown up. And one key thing I would really advise for people to put at the back of their mind when they are going into business is to always have a mindset of delayed gratification, be disciplined, be intentional with purpose of what you want to achieve, and also be patient, because it comes with time.
Yeah.
You have to really be able to weather the storm, and let people understand that you are willing to go the journey with them, with the products you are trying to put out there. That would really give them the confidence in what you're doing, to be honest.
All right, that's awesome. That's awesome. Can you share like a success story? Because me, I love a good success story. Can you share a success story or a testimonial from a client or an athlete who has benefited from Webber Engineering Services?
Oh, a lot.
I'm sure that one that made you cry. That's if you cry, you. I don't know.
Well,
because you look like almost like this. I don't know.
Particular one I want to
Yeah,
talk about right now, but the one that really, the scenarios that really touch me as a person often is the fact that we go do an installation and the clients are asking, we just paid you yesterday. When did you ship them in country? I'm like,
wow,
we make them here. They find it difficult to believe that the product we are making is world class. That really gives me satisfaction and joy. That we are really on the right path. Yeah.
But that's really amazing. So wait, you're telling me 24 hours, like within 24 hours?
Oh yeah,
it's ready.
We've got stock.
Okay, stock already.
We've got stock, but they still ponder that we.
Yeah, how's it? And it's ready,
the quality,
sharp,
is
everything
not
is
Nigeria. Like we're expecting something that looks like a Nigerian product. So it's all about being intentional about the quality of the product that we want people to use, and don't forget the fact that if you put out a bad hoop there, someone can get injured, and that might be a life-threatening, injury. So we don't want that kind of scenario. We want our hoops to be available even for the next generation. So.
Okay. And what do you find consumers or your clients in terms of demand? Do you find a lot of more demands more for outdoor courts or indoor? Like, is there any?
Yeah, so most of our installations are outdoor courts, because we don't have enough indoor sports centers here in Nigeria. Even when you have them, the people tend to want to use them for events other than sports. So we do more of outdoor installations, and a lot of them are being from the educational sector, schools,
nice.
recreation as well, residential, and to surprise you that we've done a whole lot of installations for the military as well.
Oh, so they like to get into it?
Oh yeah,
basketball,
Army, Air Force, customs, police, Navy. Yeah.
No wonder they are so sharp. I say, how do they do all these things? They play basketball, play football. I'm pretty sure they play rugby inside there too at some point. That's really good. That's actually really good.
Yeah.
So how do you see the sports industry in Nigeria in growing? Where do you see it in the next 5 to 10 years? And how do you think your company Webber can be able to contribute in that growth?
I think the sports industry in Nigeria is growing, and with a bit of more or better policy, we would really be reaping the fruits of our labor. And I mean, not just the players or coaches, but every other stakeholder that are putting their money where their mouth is, and they will definitely experience an exponential growth if we see government paying more attention to sports as a business, or rather than areas of the economy where you're giving stipends or so I know, for instance, if the government says they're going to give a tax break, for people who are building sport infrastructure, for instance, there will be a lot of investors that will come into the space. Definitely there will be. One other key area which we've not leveraged on, in Nigeria, and I know is one particular space that will get a lot of attention in the next couple of years, is creating spaces of commercial value of sports, where the entertainment industry as an entity too can leverage on. So, for instance, we don't have arenas that can host an event that will accommodate 20,000 fans or spectators.
Yeah.
We don't have like an O2 arena, if I may say that, or a BK arena like we have in Rwanda. And until such a time, the likes of Davido, Wizkid and Burna Boy will still be going outside of the country to perform. If we can have that, if we can play basketball on a Saturday, have a concert on a Sunday, or some
activities are happening
back to back, the ecosystem is going to grow tremendously. Tremendously.
And I think that's obviously something you've picked up, traveling, going to different parts of the world, seeing what's happening there.
Oh yes.
What country would you say in Africa is, obviously Nigeria is doing well, but what country would you say in Africa that you've been really impressed with, the level of basketball there? Rwanda.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I mean, ease of doing business, you have to give it to them. I've been fortunate enough to have met the president of Rwanda through Masai Ujiri of the Giant of Africa back in 2023, and I mean, you can tell from their body language, even from what they say, that they're really putting their money where their mouth is. And you go to BK Arena, you see the volume of sports and entertainment activities that they have been hosting ever since they've been in business. It's amazing. From boxing to basketball to name it, it's been held there. And this, I believe, is all thanks to a person like the president himself, President Paul Kagame, a leader who has been very intentional and has a vision of what he wants his people to be and where he wants them to be. So, Rwanda, as little as they are, they have been amazing. This is a country that 30 years ago were in the midst of genocide. You remember?
I mean, my history lessons are not that strong, but
okay.
But
so back in the days, there was a genocide in Rwanda between the Hutus and the Tutsis, and today you can go around the city of Kigali and see memorial sites of where these things happened. And I've been to one of such at the Genocide Memorial in Rwanda. It's emotional. But then, looking down 30 years later, you can see the difference. I mean, they've been able to metamorphosize. They've been able to trans. I mean, it's amazing. It's amazing.
I need to touch base in Rwanda though.
Sorry?
I said I need to touch base in Rwanda.
Oh yeah, sure.
Though.
And it's a visa-free country. Oh yes.
Really? Small time they will stop doing. That's the thing. Once you already know that you're attracting a certain level of attention.
I don't think so. The president told me you're welcome anytime. You know what that means?
Yeah. Maybe it's you now. You, Babalola.
No.
Opeyemi.
I believe
Oga is welcome.
I believe this is what he will say to anybody.
Okay.
Yeah.
My boys, we dey go Rwanda. Pack camera, pack everything. We dey go Rwanda.
Sure, it would be nice for you to go. I mean, like visit during the BAL games or GOA festival. Since you like basketball a lot.
I mean,
and it would be nice for you to visit the Zaria courts. Oh yeah.
Okay. All right.
Amazing.
I have my itinerary down. I'm already writing everything down. So we'll make sure we just be checking it off one by one, one by one. But it's good. It's actually good to see. And you mentioned earlier during this interview about playing the sport, playing basketball. I'm interested to know how far you took that. Did you actually try to go pro?
Oh
Or
yes,
you,
I did.
Did
I
you play
played for Shell Pectin in Aberdeen.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and that was the highest I went. But in Nigeria, I did play for Kwara Falcons,
Oh.
and also I played for Dodon Warriors. Those were the
Oh.
two teams I played for.
Okay. So let's.
There was a time we were in camp to go for World University Games.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's big.
But
you weren't able to.
there was no money.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there was. It was only the football team that eventually went to South Korea.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's good. Do you think there are things that we've spoken about, yes, definitely concerning basketball, and still taking it back to the challenges. What role do you think government and private sector can actually do, to in supporting sports development in Nigeria, and how can they better support initiatives like yours?
Private sector can, try to provide the enabling environment. Like you go around a lot of the estates in Nigeria, especially Lagos. You don't see spaces. You don't see sport centers where residents can take a walk in the evening, or come and shoot some hoop, or play tennis, badminton, volleyball, or something. So I'm calling on the real estate sector to always find it. Find it important to create a place for sports, a space for sports in their development, in their real estate developments. I think our government needs to see how they can help us in a way to let the industries in Nigeria strive.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess everybody has heard from the man himself. I want to talk about something you mentioned during the interview, the Webber Dunk Team.
Oh,
that's a cool name, though. That's a cool name. How did that come about?
It was back in December last year. 2024. We started planning for this year.
Okay.
And we kind of look at the business and felt like we needed to provide a form of entertainment alongside what we do in order to convert more people to the game of basketball. And one very interesting aspect of basketball is the cheerleading, the dunk team. A lot of these little
those side attractions
make a lot of difference. Make people stay glued to their seats during the halftime ceremonies. So we looked around, spoke to a couple of people, and interestingly enough, we had someone volunteer from Atlanta to come and train our guys.
Wow.
So we invested in that, invested in training. We did a workshop for the recruits, and we were able to start performing at events immediately because a lot of these guys were really so passionate about what we're doing. I'd like to give a shout out to Spaggy. He's been very tremendous. He's been very helpful with getting the guys up and running with their training and their routine. And so far, so good. We performed at nothing less than 15 different events so far. Yeah, we did the Zenith Women's League, where the Chief of Defense Staff tournament in Lagos, and Ball Cave. We've done a lot of performances so far. We are targeting continental events soon.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, guys. Hope you've been enjoying the conversation. Welcome to a segment of the show. For those of you that are familiar with our interviews, you know that we always have this, in the in the interviews. It is called, and I'm going to introduce it to you too. It's called Groovy Fast 5. So Groovy Fast 5 is basically 5 quick fire questions that we give to our guests to pretty much just, test their knowledge and obviously get them involved. All right, so guys, we're going to head into it right now. Are you ready?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I like the the composure, the everything. Yeah, I like that. All right. So I'll start off with first question is favorite basketball team.
Right now or
anyone?
Ever.
Right now,
right
ever,
now,
whatever you
I like to watch the San Antonio Spurs.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Wembanyama?
Oh yeah, sure, because this guy is doing something that we've not seen ever, So that's my favorite team at the moment.
Okay, so
and they're 5-1 now, right now.
Yeah. Okay. So what about back then? Because you did mention.
Oh, back then it was the Chicago Bulls.
It was Bulls.
Yeah, it was the Bulls. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the Bulls are not doing bad this season, though.
Oh, they are not, but I mean,
what's it about the Spurs? Is it just Wembanyama?
It's Wembanyama, to a large extent.
Yeah.
But again, I think we must give kudos to the team as a whole, because it's one thing to have a star player, a generational star player. But again, it's one thing to be able to play around him, to be able to look out for how to feed him the ball, how to make his game, be seen, So it's not about just having the talent and having the body to do everything that he does.
Second question is best advice you've ever received.
The best advice I've ever received was from my dad, and he's always like, you have to be the head. You don't have to take a second as, you have to always see how to achieve greatness and be the top in whatever you do.
Yeah, I don't think we touched a lot about your family background.
I spoke a lot about my stepmother. Yeah, so my dad served in the Nigerian army. Okay. He retired as a major in 1987. Okay. He's late now. Okay. And my mom was a teacher. She's also late now. And
siblings?
My siblings, I've got 8 sisters.
You're the only boy?
I'm the only boy.
Are you don't tell me you're the last one.
No, I'm in the middle.
Okay.
So growing up, they used to call me Okonlawon. That's like, I'm the one that splitted the whole family.
Oh, okay. That's the meaning?
Yeah, Okonlawon. Yeah, you're in the middle. That's what it means.
Okay. Wow, that's interesting. How does it feel like having 8 sisters, though?
Yeah, so growing up, it felt more like you are the one to protect,
You're literally the guardian.
Yeah, you're always the one protecting them and all of that. So you kind of felt somehow, yeah.
Man, I have 4 sisters and I think they're a handful. So 8 sisters, you're trying. Try. All right. Number 3 question is favorite music. No, you already answered that. Favorite music genre. You said Christian music.
Yeah, gospel music.
Gospel music. Okay. Well, okay. We can switch it up. Favorite gospel artist.
At the moment, it's Dunsi.
Okay.
Coincidentally, he was my junior in the Air Force Primary School in Ilorin.
Oh, yeah. Nice. Okay, all right. Favorite food?
Jollof rice.
Jollof rice?
Yeah.
No side, just jollof rice?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if you chop jollof rice like that too. I must have chicken, put some kind.
Oh, yeah, sure. Of course, with all the... Yeah,
everything. Do you cook?
No.
That's not my
last
question. I just put it inside there. You can't have 8 sisters and be cooking now. See, that's what I usually say. Like, I have 4 junior sisters. I'm like, and people will be like, why don't you cook? I'm like, I have 4 junior sisters.
I can't cook. The only time I ever enter the kitchen is only on Sundays to pound yam. That was the routine.
But they wash plates.
Oh yeah, sure.
I believe if you're not cooking, you're either washing plates. I mean, I wash plates. I'm happy to wash plates. Just give me my food.
I'll pound yam. That was my role on Sundays.
Okay. See, now we know where the muscle is coming from. Now we know. You see, there's a backstory now where you don't pan yam. If you enter gym, which one be? What is iron? What is iron? And my last question would be, if you could collaborate with any athlete, who would it be and why?
Of course, it would be Giannis Adetokunbo. Yes,
the Greek freak.
I like to call him by his Nigerian
Yes,
surname. Yeah, because we tend to lose the importance of. I mean, the can I say this in a
anyone?
Yeah. So at the moment, we've got well over 25 active NBA players of Nigerian origin. That's an amazing number. And you'd be surprised to know that even some of these guys, both their parents are Nigerians. Adetokunbos are from Nigeria. Their mom is Igbo. Their late dad is Yoruba.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
And for the first time, we've got three players
from
the same
team,
family
Milwaukee.
playing on an NBA team. I mean, we have a lot of record as Nigerians in sports, not just basketball, in sports. And we're not paying attention to a lot of these things yet. And we're not leveraging on them to create the needed, awareness, the vibe to grow the ecosystem. We need to look more inwards. And I think partnering with someone like
Giannis.
the Adetokunbos will be a good story to tell the younger generation that, there's a lot more that they can do for themselves, especially in sports. They can be whoever they want to be. Yeah.
All right. Shout out to Giannis. I want to talk about you, the company now. What's next for Webber Engineering, and how can our audience support your mission?
We are venturing into, or rather, we've ventured into a new space of basketball now, which is rentals. Okay. So we do a whole lot of rentals for events. We set up basketball tournaments. We set up infrastructure for basketball tournaments, the hoops, the floor, these player benches, lighting, sound, and all of that. And this has really made a lot of impact in terms of the quality of the game. Not just because the players now have a better floor and hoop to play on, but because the followership and the views are growing. Take, for instance, the recently concluded Final 8 that was just completed last week in Port Harcourt at Niger Road. We set up that event, and the company, which is owned by a friend of mine, a childhood friend, One Sports TV, that streamed the tournament from day one. The views on YouTube kept growing for every game.
Wow.
Kept growing. And it's amazing that even though not a lot of people were able to make it out there to go and watch the week games especially, or even the last games, which was always fully packed, there were a lot of people watching from across the world, the game that was shown in Port Harcourt. And this is one thing that I believe is the next level where we need to take the game to, whereby we make the game more accessible to not just people within, but even people who want to also get entertained and be part of what we are doing and the growth of the game of basketball. So we're calling on the general public, the stakeholders as well in the sports industry, to call on us to set up for their tournaments. It could be handball, volleyball, any kind of sport event.
Okay, so you're involved in anything.
We've done handball too.
Oh, right.
Oh,
nice.
The national championship that was held last year, we provided the floor for that at the National Institute for Sports here in Lagos. And it was one of the best events they've ever had. Yeah.
All right, that's good. That's awesome. Any final words of wisdom or encouragement for our viewers and our listeners? You know.
Well, I'd like to enjoin us to be steadfast. Um, it's gonna be a long ride, and it's even gonna be um, in a new dimension the next couple of months. By the time 2026 kicks in, with a lot of other kind of policies that the government is trying to put in place, but again, it's all gonna be for good. So we should be patient. Patience is the key. Um, I've been fortunate to I've been doing this for 30 years now, and it took a while, but we're already beginning to see the results. So patience is what I think we should hold on to, and we're going to see the light at the end of the tunnel.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I like the sound of that light at the end of the tunnel, guys. We are at the end of the interview. Big shout out to Mr. Babalola Opeyemi for coming through and sharing his thoughts. I've really had fun. I've listened to pretty much everything that he said. And guys, you need to key in. You need to key in, like he said. Be patient, be resilient, keep doing your thing. And of course, Webber Engineering is there for you guys. You want to have the best time, hit up my man. And speaking of hitting up, please let us know your social media handles so people can stay involved.
On Instagram, it's Webber Hoops. Same on Facebook and Twitter. And our website is www.webberengineering.com.ng.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a fun time. It's been a groovy time. For myself, I'm Mr. Babalola Opeyemi. We are out. Stay groovy. Hey.